You know, one thing I always appreciate when coming to Homestead Miami Speedway is that we are always going to be in for an absolute banger. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bum Truck and Homestead Miami Speedway for today's running of, I don't know, Bum Truck at Homestead. I love this track. I love this race. This race has always produced absolute bangers. So I'm very excited. My co-commentator had to step out the booth for a second, but Savage will be back. So before then, let's talk about what's going on. This is race 9 for Bum Trucks. They are officially coming up to halfway through their season. Your championship points leader couldn't even get out of his pit box there for a second. Fizz in 43, which if you told me that before the season, I would have probably told you that you're an idiot. But he is dominating the points right now, up by like 49 points, I believe. Absolute stud muffin this year. And we're expecting another good result out of that 43 team here today. In terms of anything insane, I don't think there is anything too crazy going on in terms of the world of Bum Truck, however. Everybody seems to be chill, doing their own thing. Got a helicopter flying around. Hopefully that won't have to be used. There you go. But the high line is the line. You want to get as close as you can to that wall around here. It just gets you the best run and the best ability to try and make that pass. So it's going to be very interesting. However, the low line can compete. Center corner, if they can, get that rotation down. But we will find out about that. Speaking of finding out, let's find out who's fastest in practice at the moment. It's currently 0-1, but let's see. Let's get some laps under our belt and find out who's fastest right now. It looks like Robert has taken that. Phenomenal job. Followed by Laney, 0-1, Fizz, Jason Reitler, Jacob Keller, That Kid Flaky, Levi Struts, Leo, and Aldry. Rounds out the top 10. Jim Nelson, JJ Henderson, Mason, Adelaide, and Dyson Vacuum is your top 15. Dead last goes to Lucan. With Brian the Beast just a little bit up the road ahead of him. But that's not a great time. About 7/10 off for the 21 running Bandit Racing truck there. That's usually not a good thing. Eventually my co-commentator will get back into the booth and see what... Let's see who's cooking here. Hope everyone's doing good. And here we go. First lap of qualifying being laid down. JJ Henderson goes P1. Followed by Mama Beast Robert. Jacob Keller with an impressive P4. Kane Euler, Jim Nelson, Gavin Graves, Leo, Brock, and Fizz. And the door is slammed. Welcome back to the booth.
Thank you, man. I had to go take care of something.
It's all good. Savage, how you doing? Laney, never mind, did not just go pole position. Adelaide, pole position.
Fair enough. Valid. Valid, valid, valid.
Valid, valid, valid.
Outside's preferred lane anyway, so.
That is true. Adelaide, Laney, Robert, Kate Euler, Leo, Brock, Leo, Jim Nelson, Dyson Vacuum, Gavin Graves, Brian the Beast, top 10. Dead last goes to... Oh, Luna. That is not the lap you want to lay down.
Luna must have blown the motor.
Probably. Knowing how Toyota is this season, That's very likely. Alright, happy hour. Because who's going to be happy in this hour? Looks like Brock's got a lot of speed and a lot of pace here in this one. He's going to try to make it 4 wins this season. He goes fastest in happy hour. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Savage, who's winning this thing? Maybe. Savage? Well, I guess he walked out the booth. I didn't even notice. My pick to win this race.
So sorry about that. My service, stuff over here is breaking on my end. I actually unplugged a bunch of the cords.
Heck yeah, good job.
I feel like Shaq.
Heck, Shaq. I was just asking, Savage, who's going to win this race?
Honestly, look for that. I know this is gonna be weird, but look for the driver that's 60. You know, gonna be able to work his way up. A lot of experience here.
Where even is he? Oh, he's right here.
that
Kid Flaky's winning this race. Okay.
I mean, it could happen. We've seen crazier things happen in Bum Truck.
Absolutely. I'm going to take a little bit more of a reasonable bite. Give me Robert.
Fair enough.
So Savage, who's going to come from the back to the front?
Honestly, go back a little bit. The 25.
Helen Stockton. Okay. What's the reasoning behind that one?
It's actually a decent little truck, so I expect it to have more speed than a lot of the trucks back here. So look for her to be making moves early on.
For me, give me, had some engine problems. Give me Luna. Just, I trust that the Valvoline team will figure their crap out. Speaking of figuring their crap out, let's take a shot at who will not figure their crap out this weekend. Savage, who is going from the front to the back?
As much as it hates me to say that, Laney. Just we still haven't figured things out on this end.
Dang. Well, I'm going to take your pole sitter, Adelaide.
Oh! So we picked the front row to not be there by the end of the day.
Absolutely not. But let's hop on into this thing. We got 54 laps around here. Be a nice, calm, cool, and fun race. Usually not a caution fest, so I'm not too worried about us having any big-time issues. Just some good old, clean old racing. Racing.
Everyone looks like they're rolling nice and smooth.
Everybody's doing a good job. Nobody had any issues yet. Good to know. It's going to be the 24th Adelaide, the Tide Ride. Down on the inside. On the outside, Laney, Savage Racing. And that Dodge, 5-hour energy. Will she have enough energy to win this one here today at Homestead? Pace car takes a left-handed turn down pit road.
And Brian?
What?
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing in Homestead, boys and girls!
I like how we both had, usually we don't do the bug it up, yeah. We don't do that. But me and Savage kind of both had the same idea there. Because I was thinking about that too. But Adelaide with a phenomenal start on the inside.
Great minds think alike.
Obviously. I'm an absolute genius. Speaking of geniuses, look at Laney. Slide job. Around the outside.
Great
Massive
stuff.
run.
Top is preferred line in turns 3 and 4. Laney leads lap 1.
What a run. There, I'm going to turn you up a little bit more. Because I'm having problems hearing you. And it's time for the Better Cautions mod to make its appearance.
If it wants to load and operate Brian's game.
We back to it. We got some 3-wide action back there. Gavin Graves is using the low line.
That's not going to work out on exit because there's no banking down there.
There's not, but he can still... he cannot slide up because he's got Jim Nelson there.
Jim Nelson holding tough right there.
Oh, look at Caden. Oh, we got a truck in the wall back there. Mason.
Bad guy's not going to be too happy with that. Right in that wall.
Chastain line around here. That's the move. K. Noyler's got to run. Down in the turn 1. Move for the race lead.
Orland went from top to bottom on the front straightaway. Laney's going to hold that top and carry the momentum on exit.
Oh, but look at that run that Laney got there. But the pack checks up.
Here comes Adelaide.
Adelaide looked like he...
tight.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to try and make a move. Didn't, and it allows Dyson Vacuum down to the inside. And now Leo versus K. Noyler. For P2.
You gotta be careful with how you run that outside lane.
Oh, you got Robert sliding up back there, trying to take advantage of the space. And Leo's going to clear.
Leo does clear.
Oh, Leo's going to try to move around the outside. Laney's going to pull down to the inside to defend.
Laney's going to give him plenty of room.
No point in really fighting it this early.
Starting lap 5, if you battle, you're going to be costing your team, and you have to burn your tires off. You're not going to have anything.
But look at Leo just blew around Laney in turn 1.
Outside lane.
You can see they just check up. Adelaide's falling back a little bit, sliding back like a rock. Brock down to the inside, trying to make a move for P2. Doesn't quite. I don't think he'll quite get there. And now he's within Caden Oiler's crutches. If Caden gets a good run off the corner here. Because Brock actually had a great center corner. Side by side with Laney yet again.
Laney might be trying to conserve her stuff as she drives it way deep into turn 3 and 4. Oh,
Larson line.
Jesus Christ, Laney just drove it in deep.
What a move there from that 6.
It worked somehow.
Meanwhile, we got some kind of bumping and banging going on back here. Adelaide and Gavin Graves, and I believe there's Robert, who are having some issues. Adelaide tried to throw a block there.
That block did not work.
You can just see the 3-wide lines evening back out yet again as they get onto the front stretch. Fizz trying to make that inside line work. Your points leader. As I was saying before you got back in the booth here, man, this is halfway through the season for Bumtrucks.
Yeah.
And Fizz is dominating the points. He's having a good run right now. We'll see if he can keep it up today. Oh, bye-bye.
Dyson Vacuum puts it into a gap that probably did not exist, but makes it work.
You make your own gaps in this world. Meanwhile, speaking of gaps, we got a battle for the race lead. Laney versus Leo. And this time, Leo does not blow around him on the outside.
I mean, it just depends on how you take your corner. Like right there, you see the outside lane's able to get back at the gas, but Laney's holding tough down low. Dyson Vacuum ripped it.
He's absolutely ripping it. Tried to go for the move 2 laps in a row, but now he's going to take that run down to the inside with a little elevator.
Elevator, top to bottom. Laney, hold tough down low. Is Laney gonna clear off turn 2?
Oh, but look at the push that Leo's getting. Got a good run there.
Leo's gonna be able to
Drive it deep here.
not as much run as I was expecting out of that 14 right there.
That 14's driving good, though. I think he got that lap regardless, and he does. But Laney's fighting that thing tough. We got a 6-car breakaway up at the front, and they are all side by side fighting it out right now.
Side by side.
As we have a difference in the pack. Oh, Lucan is on pit road. We have another car slowing.
Yeah, Rex. That's Jason Reitler.
Feed the dogs.
Okay. And Jason Reitler pulling down to the inside has an issue.
That might bring out a caution. Lady got the lead.
We'll see if that's a caution. That's going to split up the pack, though, big time. I mean, there was gaps forming. No caution. Jace Coward is years off the pace.
I got held up.
Probably by Lucan having issues. He's 3 laps down. They're 3 wide back here. They are trying to do some stupid crap back here.
They're trying to wreck back there. This battle up front is incredible.
Yeah, they're still racing side by side, but Leo finally clears. Maybe not for long.
Laney needs to tuck in line as soon as she gets a chance to, which she might do off turn 2
if she wants to throw a block. She did not want to throw the block. But she's looking a lane lower.
She's able to hold that momentum. Look at that.
And I just saw Gavin Graves is up here with the pack. He's no longer. In fact, he's down on the apron coasting, and I'm hearing he's got a mechanical problem with the engine.
Oh no.
Beast Racing. Beast engines suck yet again.
Just classic Beast engines.
Meanwhile, oh my gosh, Brian the Beast is trying to find a gap that may not exist coming off turn 4.
Well, he made one.
I mean, if you no longer go for a gap.
That exists. You're no longer racing driver. Or to put it for the dumb people out there, if gap car.
NASCAR's version of it. If gap car.
If gap car. How about Laney? Good run down to the bottom. Laney's really good on entry, but losing on exit because of the banking.
Absolutely. Dude, I'm telling you, every time we go to Homestead, it doesn't miss.
Now Laney needs to tuck in line right here. I guess it is hard to turn up the track really quickly. Laney needs to blockade Neuler because there is a slow truck down at the bottom of the track at Jason Reitler.
I think Jason Reitler should be smart enough to maybe get up and out of the way. He should. Int, I guess, because he's just going to be here now. That's good. That's good. You can park it right there. This is Laney's former teammate last season. We'll see if he plays nice.
I don't think he'll play nice. There's no playing nice in Bum Truck.
Well, Leo's to the outside. If he can get a good run. He does not. Also, Gavin Graves is back out here. Chase Coward, you are 2 seconds off.
You may have to park him.
This is a pure pace. He has no issues. Hold on. Am I tripping or? No, that is pure pace, ladies and gentlemen, from Jace Coward today. Embarrassing. Oh, look at Fizz, your championship leader.
Not having the best of days.
Not really, but still in the top 10. He has not finished worse than 13th this season. Absolute stud this season. And I believe that 13th came at Atlanta, which is still insane to think about that.
Yeah.
One of the best starts to a season ever by any bump truck driver. I mean, it's not really a start to the season. We're halfway through it now.
Yeah. One of the best halves to a season that I think I've ever seen in my professional career.
Absolutely. I mean, just phenomenal driving all the way around for that whole team. Speaking of phenomenal driving, we're still fighting it out for the lead up here.
This is incredible.
Leo got her this time by. Brock and Caden have been side by side for, I feel like, 19 of these 20 laps thus far.
I think they've been side by side the entire race.
That's like, and Brock's trying to find one on Laney, but no run.
And Laney's gonna tuck in line right in front of Kate Nolan, but gonna dive it right back down. But see what she did? She forced Kate Nolan to back off because she was partially in his lane.
Now Laney trying to get aggressive, look towards the lead here. And Brock's falling back. Dyson Vacuum is going to try to take advantage, break into the top 4. Oh, yes, he is. Look at the move. What a move from that 15. Dyson Vacuum's going to go all the way up into P3. He's got speed right now.
2 for 1 for Dyson Vacuum. Dyson Vacuum has been here before, I believe.
I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to think off the top of my head who won Bump Truck here last season. It may have been Dyson Vacuum. Obviously, he won 5 races last season, so he's used to victory circle at this point. But hasn't found it this year. Hasn't really come too close. He's going to try to come close. And
all the way to the top, but it looks like that inside lane is able to be run now as the later the race goes on.
I also think Laney kind of gave him a little bit of a squeeze. Didn't really give him a whole lot in terms of options.
That's just racing.
Yeah, and that's all good to me. You know, Chase Coward is slow. Let's take a look at the back of the pack here. How's everybody doing?
Cool B has not moved up. And
Cool
I
B
figured
is
that.
struggling today. Everett and Autumn having some pretty, and Cooper having some pretty, really terrible runs. Charlotte Gilker and Matthew Smithson having some poor runs.
Bunch of these teams that we expected to be good, not running well.
Yeah, Levi Strut's coming off of, I believe, 2 back-to-back second-place finishes, both finishing second to Brock, ironically enough. He's back here, P25. Sam Stockton is barely hanging on to a top 20 or close to. Hey, look at Luna. Made my prediction.
Luna's driving her way through the field.
Doing a great job of it, too. Jacob Keller's also having a pretty good race in that 20. Then you come up here to this pack, and it is just an absolute mumbo-jumbo mess.
I believe this style of track suits Jacob Keller's driving style really well.
I'm surprised any track suits his style, because usually his style is just being slow.
Fair.
And oh, look what we have yet again, baby. Also, Lucan just lost a crap ton of time.
What happened to Lucan?
Well, he was on pit road, but he was like way up there, and I think he just kind of had a few stinkers over laps. Jason Reitler, you know, he definitely put some fresh tires on that car when he was on pit road.
That shows a bit of a difference. And we have a chase for second place.
Dyson Vacuum's got to run up to the high line. Gonna try Larson line it.
Gonna get the momentum, but not gonna be able to get enough of a run to tuck underneath. Laney's losing spots galore now.
Brock is just trying to find his move. This is the point where he begins to break out. We were halfway through this race, by the way. This thing is flying by. It's been a great race. Some beautiful racing.
Are we able to make it on fuel?
I believe we are. We should be good to go. Yeah, we are good to go.
Okay.
So we won't really have anything on bearing a caution. Shouldn't exactly have anything that should like bunch up the pack too greatly. So I mean, Kane Euler and Robert are beginning to kind of fall off, and then obviously you still have this backpack that's about 7th to what looks like 18th. Then you got some scragglers, and then you got kind of your mid-20s and so on and so forth. And oh, we have Houston. We have a problem, and his name is Lucan getting in the way of his teammate. New race leader, Dyson Vacuum.
And he has sucked all the way up to the front.
Wonderful job by him. I couldn't tell you where he qualified. We can go ahead and take a look real quick. He qualified P8.
So gained 7 spots in 29 laps.
Very good race from him thus far. But Lucan is just holding up his teammate. That's not very teammate-like to me. That's
not very cash money.
not very banging to me. Get it?
Stop it. No, that was tragic.
That was pretty gunk to me.
Just stop trying it at this point.
Well, this pack back here is duking it out. We got Brian the Beast and Jim Nelson side by side.
Side by side.
Brian's been able to lead this pack for most of this race.
Maybe that's why they're so far behind the lead pack.
Okay, damn, we are just shooting it straight today. Also, Adelaide is falling back to P18.
Heartbreaking for that team after starting so far up in the front.
Started
On
pole position.
Actually.
Yeah. Hey, Nathan needs a good run today. He's having it right now. Top 10 run, it looks like. And it looked like he was going to try to get to the outside of Brian the Beast and get the run going.
1 making it 3 wide back there.
You could just see the aggressiveness and kind of the insanity of some of these drivers. I mean, look at the send from the 3. Riding on board with them. And you could just see the outside line just gets so much more than you, but you got to send it into the corner. He did not send it quite enough. I think he's trying to slide up, kind of form into the pack a little bit. There you go.
Slots right in line.
Meanwhile, Nathan trying to get past Brian the Beast. Oh, Brian the Beast just waltzes around him.
Brian the Beast just sends it on the outside and just makes it look easy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Dyson Vacuum now
Speaking
trying
of
to...
squeezy.
Huh?
Speaking of squeezy.
Oh, look at the run Brock's got.
Use that slipstream down the front straightaway. Gonna try again to turn 1 and 2. Gonna make the bottom work. Gonna get that cart to rotate.
But the run's going to be with Dyson Vacuum, and now you're going to begin introducing Laney back into the equation here. Brock's going to send one.
Is Brock going to try to clear himself of the 6? The 6 backs out.
Yeah, I think Laney's just kind of waiting, trying to see who can get the upper hand. Oh, Dyson Vacuum with a beautiful send into the corner and is going to clear.
Yeah, clears with these. Laney's probably just trying to push. Or maybe tires might be
playing a factor a little bit.
Maybe grip, because Laney was battling. Never mind, as I say that.
That's some irony right there, baby. Just a brilliant clear around the outside.
That shows I have no communication.
Clearly not. And look who's coming back up here. Leo's got a run going.
Leo with a massive head of steam.
But can we talk about Brock these past few weeks? He's gotten 4th place, first. Across these past 3 races, he has 3 race wins this whole season. He's just been phenomenal. But the problem is, outside of those 3 race wins and that 4th place, he's got every other finish worse than 35th place. Hence why he's still an open truck. What's your thoughts and opinions on Brock? How can he rein in that consistency?
Just gotta play his cards right, and hopefully his team gives him good setups. Because there's only limited amounts you can do inside these race trucks.
That's true. Brock has just been phenomenal. However, he's shown a lot of really good pace. He is getting some bum car starts. I don't remember if it's this half of the season or the last 10 races. I don't exactly remember off the top of my head, but he will be getting some bum truck starts in the 12 for Sly Racing.
Very interesting.
So we'll see if that consistency will come into play there. Also, we're beginning to see Jace Coward and Gava Graves ahead. Jace Coward is a nice 29 seconds off on pure pace. Love to see it.
And look who's having a fight. Once again, Laney versus Dyson Vacuum. These two have been the star of the show tonight.
Let's see what Laney can do down here. Letting off. Oh, allows Dyson Vacuum to travel up the track a little bit. Oh, but here comes Leo. Hello.
Leo out of nowhere.
Leo is going to clear.
Laney probably backed out of it. Probably knows that she can't pass him yet. And it'd be too early.
Absolutely. Coming down to less than 15 laps to go. I mean, this is... Dyson Vacuum just has to control the race. Doesn't have to do anything stupid. Doesn't have to push. Doesn't really have a need to come up here and pass Jason Reitler. Just got to do his thing in his race. Speaking of his race, here comes Brock trying to find Laney. And I think Laney used maybe the last bit of good in those tires.
Maybe so, because she has lost 2 spots in 2 laps.
Oh, it's not 2 spots yet. She had a brilliant defense on the inside.
But she's not going to hang on as we go off into turns 3 and 4.
Oh, what an entry for Brock. Yeah, nothing you can do about that. That 99's got a head full of steam, and I feel like he's been kind of saving his parts and equipment right now, because here he comes on Leo.
Does Brock have something for Dyson Vacuum?
I feel like if anyone does who could pull out a late charge here, I feel like it would be Brock.
It's going to be interesting to see how that 99 truck does. But here comes Leo to the outside.
Oh, did not quite get the run, though.
I think he was too far back as well.
Oh, but look who was not too far back. Laney. And I mean, they're just exchanging the lead, fighting it out for the lead up here. Within this top 4, they're just going insane.
But Brock's able to hold that bottom. Laney, I thought she caught the wall.
There's a little bit of damage on that right rear quarter panel. Just a little bit, though. I don't think it's going to affect her too much. I mean, she's still there. Probably didn't get the run that... Yeah, I was going to say, didn't quite get the momentum I think she figured she would. As, I see a white, slow 31 up ahead.
Who's nearly wrecking up ahead. This is going to be interesting to see how these leaders handle this.
Yeah, Jace Coward is struggling. It's his first... I mean, he came back from injury at Talladega, and it's his first speedway race, and I guess he's just not exactly on the program here today.
He's not comfortable in that truck at all.
We'll see how he gets lapped here.
Because here comes Dyson Vacuum. Leo, Laney, and Brock.
And you can see Laney and Brock kind of falling off the back of the pack a little bit here. There's Dyson Vacuum's move.
To the inside.
And Leo almost looks like he's trying to help his Ford teammate, but then decides, that's just useless. I can't help those who don't want the help. So we'll just leave him out to dry and continue to stick close with Dyson Vacuum. And he really used that opportunity to really close that gap down.
Used that slipstream, did a really nice job. But now that's going to cost Laney and Brock. Laney to the outside. Wow, way up top.
She's definitely still got some juice in there, but that high line really isn't getting the same runs. But they're beginning to really do good on the entry of the corners. I mean, look at that. Just glided.
That truck is on rails right now. They're getting closer to the end of this race.
Yeah, I was going to say less than 10 to go. Can Leo...
He's there.
Oh, here comes Leo! Round the outside.
Laney's going to follow with Dyson Vacuum. Leo's not going to quite get there, but he's going to get the run on the exit.
Leo with the brilliant move. Can he and Dyson Vacuum side by side into turn 1 and 2? They're still dead even. They're going to be dead even coming off this corner. But that run down the backstretch, Leo is going to clear.
And does this help Laney out?
Does Dyson Vacuum send one? He did. Here comes Laney.
Here comes Laney. Not quite going to get there this time. We have a 3-horse race.
And Leo back to the race lead. You always kind of felt like he began to kind of drop him back mid-race. Maybe trying to build up, some tires. Trying to conserve that truck a little bit. And all of a sudden, he really gapped him right there.
He just rocketed to the front.
I also do want to check on this pack back here real quick. Jesus H. Christ, I'm not even going to I'm not going to question what's going on. I'm not going to question Brock getting a run. Where did he come from?
Brock was drafting up to them.
Less than 5 to go. And lap traffic could play a factor.
I think it will play a factor.
Well, we got even slower cars up here. Noah and Helen Stockton. This is going to be an explosive end of the race. We'll see who can actually put the power down where the power is needed. Brock's going to try and look to the outside, but just doesn't have the same run. Oh, Gavin Graves throwing a block. Leo's going to have to elevate her. And now he's pinned up against the inside against a lap car. This could be huge.
And here they come. Right on cue. But Dyson Vacuum didn't get as much of a run.
No, but he's still there. He can still look to the outside here, since Leo's still seemingly a little bit bent on trying to go to the inside. Brock and Laney with massive runs, but they pile up.
That stalls out both of them. Gonna cost them both on the exit. 3 laps to go.
This is going to be another one of those explosive Homestead Miami finishes that we love to see. We've had some absolute bangers around here.
The lap cars are starting to stack up.
Yeah, Leo's going to have to make a decision. Does he want to try to gamble the outside, or does he want to go to the inside?
He stays middle. Here comes Dyson Vacuum.
Meanwhile, Leo's going to follow Gavin Graves through. And so is Dyson Vacuum. Dyson Vacuum's going to go to the outside.
He's going to force it in there.
Lab traffic.
It's playing a factor in this race. Leo sticks to the bottom. The rest of the top 4 right there. 2 laps to go. Leo pulls away.
I don't know what Dyson Vacuum's strategy is. He ended up getting stuck behind 2 of the slower of the lap cars here. And now he's going to go to the inside lane. He's going to try to make her gamble around the outside. I mean, at this point, you got nothing to lose.
It might work for Laney.
White flags in the air one more time for Leo.
got nothing but track behind him. Dyson Vacuum's there, but I don't think he's got enough time to get there. Leo, one of the best trucks all night long, down the back straightaway for the
Oh,
final
Dyson
lap.
Vacuum's there. He's catching fast.
Dyson's gonna have to send one in. He's not going to.
Nope, he's got nothing for him.
Pulling away on exit. Coming off turn number 4. Leo is gonna win here in Homestead.
What a race finish. Leo, Dyson Vacuum, Brock, and Laney is your top 4. Who is going to be P5? It's going to be Robert, followed by Caden Euler. Then it goes, what happened back here? Mason, JJ Henderson, Matthew Schwager, and Mama Beast rounds out that top 10. Wowza. And Viz's lowest finish of the season, P17. And Luna made her way up to P16 in this one.
Yeah, look at that.
What a drive for the 44.
What a race. What a finish. Congratulations to Leo. And, Brian, what do we think about that one?
Banger. I love Homestead because they don't wreck. So it's not much of a headache. And they're just, they're consistent, man. They put on good racing. There's your finishing results. You can take a look down here at the bottom. See where your favorite drivers ended up. Shout out Helen Stockton, Noah, and Jace Coward for getting lapped in a 54-lap race on pure pace. Albeit Lucan was really slow too.
Yeah.
But Leo noses one out here. Gavin Graves gets the heartache for his mechanical issue early in this one. But congratulations, Leo, on his second career win. Second also of the season. He won Atlanta as well. And he's a real championship threat still. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. See you guys next time. Peace.